Hello, watch lovers. You know what time it is? It's Tickers Takeover of That Watch Guy London. And with me today is the lovely Kaylie.
Hi, guys.
And the wonderful Gavin.
Hey,
up, Gav.
Hey, how are you doing? Sorry about that, everybody. We were desperately trying to find a high chair for John to sit in. First of all, it was a high chair. Then we couldn't sort out. There's a couple of pillows perching him up. And then we realised he's in Spencer's seat. And really,
it doesn't matter.
You're taller than Spencer. In all fairness, you are taller than Spencer.
Really?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday. And yes, it's Tickers Takeover of That Watch Guy London.
Absolutely.
You're a bit of a megastar, by the
Yeah.
way.
Really?
Well, everyone's been asking for you forever. We put it out maybe, I don't know, 7 months ago. Who would you like to, your favourite YouTuber, to come onto our show and host? And since then, it's been Tickers, please.
Tickers. All my crew have been spamming your inbox.
Yeah, honestly, every time. And now here you are.
And
here I am,
you
finally.
Are. Absolutely.
I know what will happen next week. It'll be you. Would you want on? Tickers again. Tickers again. Tickers again. You watch out for
probably.
that.
We actually have another special guest next week.
Yeah.
I will reveal that early in the week. Good evening to everybody. Uncle Jonga, Nick Nicola, Suffolk Des, Official AD, Gary Goodchild, Mark Bowman. Well, there's loads. Watch. It's Brian. He's one of your... lovely chaps,
a lot of names in there on my crew, actually.
All
I think
your
most
crew.
Of them, my
Yeah.
crew. Thank you to my crew. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Is Ian Nicholson and Chilly in there, my two admins?
They are.
Hello, you two.
Yeah, the
Thank you.
75 in Tickers We Trust.
Ah, that's
Andy
nice.
Bin says, I wanted Nico.
You didn't ask, did you?
To be fair, you look similar. You're about the same height, aren't you?
Yeah, he's
You
about
and
7
Nico?
foot wider than me. I mean, he's a
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
bigger than
he's
me.
a little bit. But you said that, not me. Nico,
Yeah.
he said that, not me.
Don't worry about it.
Fantastic, great to have you on. I mean,
Thank you.
It's interesting having another YouTuber with us because you started your channel when? Probably I'm going to say about a year ago.
I started my channel doing reviews on July the 4th, 2020.
So happy birthday. So yeah, you're just over a year old.
2020, not
Hey,
2020.
you're just over 2 years
2 years
old.
old,
yeah.
I can't even count.
Yeah, I started doing watch reviews, but I started streaming just around the time of the London Watch Show this year.
Okay. Amazing. Let's start off with what we usually start off with. John, what's on your wrist?
Oh, I've got the FXD.
Do you want to whip it off
Some people
for
don't
me?
know I've got this, do they?
I think everybody
Must be
knows.
living under
In
a
case
rock,
you didn't
hey,
know,
John?
Yeah.
John has an FXD.
A 2021
A
FXD.
2021 purchased
one. The rare one.
Purchased from
BQ
BQ Watches.
Absolutely.
And in fact, it's so rare that I don't even think Kaylie knew that we ever had, or you ever had, they ever had an FXD in stock. Tell me, John, what is it? Because is this your daily beater? Is this what you're wearing?
I wear it most of the time. Doing a desk job, I'm not really going to wreck it much. So
Right.
yeah, I'll probably wear that most days because it's just. So my Grail is a mill sub, Rolex mill sub, which you can't get for love of the money.
Well,
so
that'll save me asking you that question later then.
Sorry. So this is kind of a cheap equivalent, if you like. It's Tudor's version of it, you know, the Marine National issued.
I actually do love it. I will say, John, you might need to give it a bit of a clean every now and then. You got some lunch around in the side there, but absolutely beautiful.
Well, that's for later on the train back.
Yeah, exactly. Save it for later. Absolutely. Red Shovel says the 39mm Pelagos kills that.
No, absolutely not. We've had this discussion quite a few times since Pelagos came out.
In
Different
fact,
watch.
Red emailed me in the week and said, Tickers, he needs to change that watch for Pelagos 39.
No, he said, would you wind Tickers up about the 39mm Pelagos? The email probably read, but
There you
no.
go. Take that back before I drop it.
A different kind of watch, really. This has got the fixed lugs and everything, and the bi-directional bezel and stuff like that. This is a proper.
It's a beautiful
tool
watch. What have you got there, Kaylie? Miss Kaylie, do you want to pass it down to me, John?
Of course I will. Absolutely.
Kaylie, what do we have?
So this is a Datejust 178288.
A 178288, which sounds awfully complicated to me.
With a diamond bezel and a mother of pearl diamond dial.
I mean, you can really see the mother of pearl. Well, I can. I don't know if the viewers can.
That's
but
more than a couple of quid, isn't it?
That is absolutely well more than just a couple. I don't think you'd be able to trade in your FXD, to be fair. Kaylie, why did you pick out this watch?
I don't know, I just saw it in the vault and I was like, do you know what? I like that one.
in the vault.
So I took it.
Guys, what do you all think of Tickers FXD? Night Wristwatch Man, is that an FXD Marine National 21? I think they're all ripping the shit out of you a little bit, aren't they? Yeah. Because they can. Because they're your mates.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're your mates.
I went on board the shit out of people every day for ages about this watch before I even got it.
Oh, I see. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Kaylie, I've got something a bit different on. In
You
fact,
have?
I came in earlier. I picked this up and I've been wearing it for a few hours, and I have to say,
I think it really suits you, by the
I treasure
way.
this. I think this is absolutely lovely. Do you know what this is, John?
It's a Pepsi of some sort.
It
and
is.
I think it's probably, I'm going to guess, mid 90s maybe.
It is. It's a 1996 Rolex GMT Master. It's in unbelievable condition.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, literally unbelievable
I'm trying to
condition.
persuade you to buy it.
Absolutely. Well, I have to say, I'm not sure I'm going to need much persuading, because I think I might be putting a call into Spencer straight after the show to say, take this off the shelf, because I think I don't have a Pepsi. I really wanted the Coke GMT. You haven't had one of those in now for quite a few months.
Yeah.
And I think this is a super, super looking watch. I don't know, guys, if the light here does it justice. Or if it just looks a bit dirty, because maybe I should just give it a clean. But yeah, what do you think of that? 1996. This is it's about 10, isn't it, Kaylie? Circa 10 grand.
Yeah, but I think about 10 and a half.
Yeah, it was probably about 2 grand at the time when it was brand new. But it's lovely. It's a really, really beautiful watch, and I'm going to stick that back on. Tickers, talk to me.
Yes.
Why tea and tickers?
Yeah.
Well, as my inspiration to start off with was Bark and Jack, and they were doing like, he drink coffee, doesn't it, and talks watches.
Yeah.
And I drink tea. It's a northern thing, isn't it? So I just kind of went with drink tea and talk watches. So I thought tea.
Was it northern thing? Drip beer.
Well, if you're old.
Oh, if you're older.
If you're old and northern, you drink
right.
tea, don't you?
Oh, you drink tea, right?
Yorkshire tea. No, Yorkshire tea. Forget your Tetley. So
Okay.
stick that. It's Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea.
There's only one brand, Yorkshire tea.
Okay.
PG tips.
No.
Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire
apparently.
tea. Everyone knows Yorkshire tea. I've actually put loads of people on Yorkshire tea who've never tried it, and the
Really?
Americans have gone out and bought it. Thought, wow, this is good stuff.
Okay.
Proper stuff.
You're going to love one of my questions later then.
Okay.
When we get to that
so,
one.
tea and tickers, which are watches. Tick, tick, tick. So tea and tickers. That's
Tea
why.
and tickers.
Yeah, that's why I came out with it.
Amazing. Kaylie, I think you've got the next question on the little
sorry,
list.
I didn't know
yeah.
you were on that.
Yeah, we're all the way over there.
What started your watch journey?
Crikey. You mean the first watch I ever bought?
Yeah, I mean, what got
Yeah,
you
like-
into watches?
What got me to watch? As a kid, I was really into watches. With my dad, we used to go to look through the windows in Manchester. But he died early on, so
Right.
kind of when I was 18.
Oh dear. I'm
So
sorry to hear that.
I kind of went by the wayside of watches,
Yeah.
and then I think all the James Bond films and everything sparked you back up again. With the Amiga. I started looking at them again when you saw the Amiga came out, and just started.
I mean, James Bond is responsible for a lot of people buying watches. It's almost like the marketing coup of the century, isn't it?
It is,
what
isn't
they
it?
did,
Yeah.
What they did with James Bond and Amiga. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
so
so
it
just-
started with your dad.
Yeah, years and years ago.
Years ago.
And I always kind of had it in the back, and then things happened just generally. And I don't think I wore a watch. I didn't really have a watch for years. I never actually bought any watch. Didn't have any watch.
Do you remember what the first watch you bought then?
No, I can't actually remember what it.
Well, what's the first watch you remember? What's the first watch you thought, I've arrived, or this is it?
No, I think I might have bought the first one I probably ever bought was probably a Fossil watch from somewhere. or
Right.
other. I don't know why I bought that one.
Yeah.
I probably just going to needed a watch,
Yeah.
so it wasn't anything particularly fancy. But
Yeah.
then that was a few years ago.
Okay. And why did you start a YouTube channel? Because I know that that Spencer's given you a little bit of, some watches down every now and then to have a little review of and other bits and pieces. What prompted you to start a YouTube
I was
channel?
it's in full lockdown, and it's something to actually do apart from playing guitar, which you do, and playing records. I wanted something.
Yeah.
So I said, "Watch you."
Is your guitar playing that bad? That you had to you decided to do something different.
Yeah.
You bored yourself of your own guitar playing.
Well, you can only annoy the neighbours for so long, can't
Yeah.
you? Winding amps up and playing loud. You know what
Are
I mean?
you're a proper player?
Well, I turn the amp up and play loud.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay.
So
Are you skilled? Are you good? We should know. We could have bought a guitar down. We could have a little jam.
There's always someone who's better than somebody, isn't there? I
Yeah.
can probably play a bit of tunes somewhere along the line.
So if I said to you "Stairway to Heaven," you'd have no problem because everyone could play "Stairway to Heaven" if they play
probably
guitar.
should just look at it quickly and probably could do maybe. The
Oh, do you read music and all
it's
sorts?
called tablature. It's like cheap music on guitar, but I can read guitar tablature.
Cheap music.
Yeah, it's called tablature.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that a bit like Guitar Hero where you used to have the 3-4 colour buttons? Because I'm really good at Guitar
Really
Hero.
good at that.
I'm really good at that.
So I was starting into watches then. I was watching Bark and Jack. I was watching TGV, and people like that. And I just hooked onto Bark and Jack, and I watched whole 3 or 4.
So you've modelled yourself on Bark and Jack. I'm sure he'll be honoured to know that.
No, well, he knows that he was the reason I started off the
he
channel.
knows.
I told him that.
Okay.
I told him that he was the reason. Actually, I'm existing. So sorry, but it's your fault.
Yeah. Okay.
So I watched this channel for like 3 or 4 days on the run, and then I just thought, right, go for it, and I just started reviewing watches, and that was it.
Fantastic. And where do you get your watches to review, or do you physically have them, or do you?
These are my own stuff. When the first, they were my own watches at first, but now I said I haven't got any watches at the moment. I need to rekindle some with Spencer.
Yeah.
So I don't actually do any watch reviews at the moment.
Right.
So I've got 3. I do live stream 3 times a week.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, that's like
That's a
proper.
lot.
I do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But in between them, sometimes with stream we put out a special guest that we pre-record.
Right.
So I've got to pre-record them in the week.
Yeah.
Plus I've got
I
a full
know.
day
I
job.
won't say what, but you've got a special one coming out tomorrow, haven't you?
Tomorrow
We won't
I've got a guy who's got a big Milsub collection, a big
Wow.
military watch collection.
Amazing.
He's a Brit in America.
Okay, we've had a super chat in from Red Shovel, £1.79. How are those Cordovan pants fitting, Tickers? What are Cordovan pants?
Right, okay, so I have to mention about Christopher Ward watches. So I like Christopher Ward. And they have shell Cordovan straps, okay?
Yeah.
Which are pretty good leather, pretty expensive leather.
Yeah.
So since I mentioned that, I've had these people like Rolling Mania and Red Shovel amongst them just taking the pee and mentioning about shell Cordovan every 5 minutes.
Right. Casual Watch Review says, I remember when John used to give me a shout out. Good times.
Oh.
Have you forgotten about some of your friends?
No, I'll give him a shout. What do you mean?
Well, go on then, give him a shout out.
Yeah, hello. Listen, hello to everybody who's in there. Yeah, Sam at Casual Watch Review, Rolling Mania, Matt H, Critter, Palm, Batch Guitar.
It sounds like a speech. Sounds like
It does,
an
doesn't
Oscar
it?
You know,
speech.
I'd like to thank my mum and dad's.
Yeah.
I accept
Thanks
this
for
award.
Yeah.
Thanks for
thank
getting
you,
me
God.
here.
Everybody, you know,
Thank you, God.
like you used to say, and all those who know me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's in the chat. Brian, Cherish Watch Time, Ryan.
We're going to finish at 9.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Here's a question that's come through from Marty Cos, and he says, Hi, Gav, Kaylie and Tickers. Enjoying the show. I'm on the waiting list for the new two-tone Blueface Submariner from my AD. Do you think it's going to hold its value over time?
Oof.
Kaylie, what would you say to that?
Kelly's Rolex, but Rolex to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Rolex.
I would say any watch you're going to buy from an AD is going to hold its value over time. At least we're not being asked to predict what it'll be worth in 3 weeks' time or at Christmas.
And if it's a Rolex as well, you bought a Rolex.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a Submariner as well, at least. So.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And so, what's the expansion plans for your channel? Because I have watched obviously your channel, and I know you have a little gang of you. There's like 4 of you that I see on your.
Sometimes we have, depends who we've got on. We have a fixed panel, a closed panel for certain people who come on, or we have a live show. We have as many people as come on.
Yeah.
The expansion plan. I'd love to say that in a few years' time, I'd love to be able to do that full time. I've said that. I'd love to be able to make enough money, which is not really a lot, to be able to just not work and do...
Well, that's everybody's utopia, isn't it? Not
God,
to
that's
work,
my
not to
dream.
work and no money. Kaylie wants to do that.
Yeah,
do you know
Jesus.
Kaylie's a TikTok sensation?
Yeah, you were saying before, apparently, yeah.
Guys, if you haven't already, please, and if you know how to use TikTok, BQ.watches on TikTok, you will see Kaylie and her now 250,000 views on one TikTok about lions and tigers and bears, and it's a which watch was it? It was the
Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger Rolex. Yeah, that was the one. That was the one. Yeah.
So expansion plans, we're just going to try and be as professional as we can, and we'll get some high end. We've got a lot of high end guests we're working on.
Yeah.
High horology comes. I can't say anything else. But people from high horology.
Yeah.
And guests high within the watch industry.
Watchaholic 82 says, I'm still waiting for an official Tea and Tickers teapot merch.
Oh.
I could have a look into making one, but obviously they need a certain orders to actually, do one. I managed to do the cups. We've got Tea and Tickers mugs.
You got Tea and Tickers mugs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. Thanks for bringing us down one. That's very nice of you.
Sorry.
James, did you get a tea and tickers mug? I did not. No. Wow. Okay. Make sure you keep the mouse mat and don't take it away with you. Jacob Kendall, great to see you in with us once again. I hope you're keeping well. So in terms of the channel, so how are you, like, between us kind of YouTubers?
Yeah, no one watching.
No one watching.
No.
How do you work at sort of, your subscriber numbers and stuff like that? How do you sort of plan on getting yourself out there?
Well, I don't know. Getting subscribers is a hard thing. You really think you're doing well. You see a load go up, and then you see a load drop the next day. So I don't know. It fluctuates. Yeah. It's a very hard thing just to get subscribed. We're just trying to work as good as we can. I mean, we've got reminding people on the end credits of videos. Yeah. It shows the button, please subscribe. Yeah. We've got a little thing called a tea club, which you can pay £2.99 a month.
What does that get you? What am I missing out on?
Well, it just gets these little...
Sell it to me, John.
Right, it gets these little emojis. So when you're talking, you get a little emoji for 4 little emojis.
Yeah.
It helps the channel out. It pays for the train to come down and do events like this.
Absolutely,
and everything.
100%.
And it's £2.99, and when you start off on the first level, you get a little tea bag icon. So you're officially tea bagged by Tickers.
Fantastic. I don't really want to know about those sort of things. Tea bagging. Kaylie, what do you know about tea bagging? Nothing. No.
So it just helps with the channel and stuff. But subscribers is a black art of getting...
Heavenly Mark is asking, John, what made you decide to move down south to my neck of the woods from up north? It was love,
a relationship that went wrong, shall we say?
Yeah, but you could have just said it's love.
Well, no, it wasn't love. It might have been love, but in the end it wasn't. So I binned her off and stayed down here.
You binned her off, got yourself a job?
Wow.
Got myself a job. I was jobbed up at the time, yeah. So I just stayed down here.
Right, okay.
I could have gone back up north, but I had a job. But it's nice being just an hour from London. I still get a buzz coming to London because I don't do it enough to get bored. So I like coming to London.
Yeah. Matt H says, Ye and Tickers, it could be tea and Tickers, T-shirts are available. Send in your orders after you've upvoted. There we go. Apparently I didn't know that.
Thanks, Matt.
Watch It's Brian. I was told Spencer sent his driver for Tickers. Well, that's not quite true. You get an emoji of my face, so it's some value, says Red Shovel.
Yeah, you do. You get an emoji of you get an emoji of me in a kid's romper suit.
Right. Okay.
You see.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's good that you can poke fun at yourself, I guess.
Yeah. You get one of me in the kid's romper suit, and then you get one of Palm wearing a crown, King Palm.
Yeah.
And then you get Red Shovel covering his face.
Okay.
You got Brian with his pipe.
Right.
And you've got Andy Batch, who looks like Action Man. So you've got Action Man with his face on it.
Okay. Alrighty.
Little emojis.
Got it all going on. Favourite watch? Kaylie, I'm asking your questions now.
I know. I was like ready, and you're
I
like
know. Go on,
saying
Kaylie.
them.
You go. Go on.
John, where do you think you differ from other YouTube channels?
I don't go into collecting a lot of high-end watches, like some tubers do. Yeah. And it really doesn't interest me. The fact is whether they go up in value or whatever. I love it for the watch.
No, that's good.
You love it for the watch.
I love it for the watch, and I have interest in kind of military watches, which a lot of other YouTubers
well, we're going to get to that in 1 second. And Grail watch, we just covered this anyway.
Sorry, Rolex Mil Sub 5517, which is the one that was only issued. You couldn't buy a civilian version of it. It's like a Rolex Mil Sub on steroids with fixed lugs and a big serrated bezel, a tritium dial.
And how much would such a watch be?
If you had to guess. In poor condition, about 180,000. In good condition, about 250,000, probably.
Wow.
When they come up.
Oh, that's amazing. Whole Milk says Tickers loves anything with the French Navy. On John's channel, there is no drama. Greggy boy, question for Gav and Kaylie. What would John's dressing room request? Any specific temperature? A dozen orchids? You know what these big-time celebs are like. Well, to be fair, he was very, very easy. He wanted a pizza.
That's what all the boys say.
But he didn't eat the crust. A bit like other kids. He doesn't like the crusty bits around the edge. We fed him ice cream. What do we have? We had a frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
With...
Milk buttons.
Milk buttons on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so honestly, you're quite low maintenance.
Yeah.
Mark Bowman, a super chat, £5. Great show and no drama. What a watch show should be about. Yes, I have seen there's been a few bits and pieces going on elsewhere. But yeah, drama's not really our thing, is it?
No.
You brought a few watches in, John, and I'm always fascinated because we always ask people to bring in some watches because I think it's a true reflection of the things that they love.
Okay.
So let's kick us off. Let's get through a few bits and pieces. What have you brought in? What do you want to show us first?
Right. first one to kick off with is the Bulova Moonwatch.
Right.
The other Moonwatch, they call it.
The other Moonwatch.
So, the story goes that David Scott on Apollo 15 tested out a Bulova, which was actually a mechanical one, not a quartz one like that. It's very similar to that. He tested it out for them to get the contract off Omega for their Moonwatch, and it failed. So they told him he could keep the watch, the test watch. So he kept it.
Right.
When he went out on Apollo 15, he took it with him as personal luggage.
Right.
When he was out on a spacewalk, the crystal fell out of the Omega Moonwatch.
Oh.
So he asked Control whether he could use his Bulova. So he used the Bulova out on a walk and also on splashdown. He then put it in his drawer at home and left it. He then sold it in auction, I think it was 2015, for about £2 million. That's when Bulova found out about it and said, "Hey up, we've just seen what happened."
There's a marketing plan here.
Yes. So they produced that watch.
And I'm going to say, John, I think it's a very, very good looking watch. It's a really nice. I'm going to say I've never seen one.
Which is actually said it's a high frequency quartz.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
I'm struggling with something. I'm struggling because I've got new glasses. You may not have noticed. I've got new glasses. They're slightly more magnified, which is why I look like a schoolchild. But I can't see now if the watch looks in focus or out of focus on the screen.
It's all good,
Yeah.
Gav.
It was on focus to me. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, well, there you go. So that's a good-looking watch. Somebody asked, is that a something strap? Is that a solid Velcro strap on the Bulova?
Okay, so that strap, I bought that off Kissy Straps, and it's a replica of the NASA strap that was used on the Moonwatches. A shorter version, because the use of the long one goes around the outside
Yes,
of the
it goes
spacesuit.
to the spacesuit.
So they make a shorter version. That's the shorter version, but it's made out of the same material.
And I tell you what, the buttons on it are sensational, aren't they?
Yeah. But what is an interesting story is that when
I think I might show that.
when Bulova
Gav's fallen in
when
love with
Bulova
it.
put the sales blurb out for that watch, they put pictures in the brochure of David Scott, and then they put sound bites on the website of him, doing spacewalks. And David Scott sued Bulova for infringement of rights and won.
Wow.
He actually won the case. So even though he'd got $2 million out of the watch they'd given him in 1970s, he then, as soon as he started marketing that, he took him to court.
I think it's really nice.
That's really
I think it's
gorgeous.
very
And you know what I
different.
love about that is it's a watch with a story. What's up next, John?
Okay, that's the kind of me everyday, say, beta watch. It's a 1993 Seiko 7002 7001A. That's not the strap that came with it. It's a strap monster. So I just changed straps on it. And if you look up closely, it's beaten up. I mean, I bought it beaten up, but it's just still running. It's brilliant.
And you said that's your everyday one, really?
And really, it's like if I'm doing a bit of work, which a beta watch, really, I suppose if I'm doing a bit of work, I can put that on.
I mean, it's absolutely smashed to bits. but I think that's the charm of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's 1993, and it's marked up to hell when you look up closely.
I mean, Kaylie, what year were you born?
1996.
1990. So this watch is 3 years older than you. I mean, you're in slightly better shape than this watch, to be fair. What?
Yeah.
She is. She looks fantastic. This looks a little bit more beaten up. I'm actually a bit lost for words because I like orange, but I don't. Does the strap combo is just something you put on?
I just
or?
put on for summer. It's just an orange strap I bought. I'm always changing straps on watches. I really am a mechanic. I'm always putting different straps on it.
It
Came
does
with a
match the
bracelet.
orange with the dial.
Yeah, it does, James.
Okay. What's up next?
Okay, let's go for my birthday.
Guys,
watch.
do pop in your comments what we think about Ticker's little collection here. Well, in fact, it's not little. He's bought in about 55,000 watches. I don't know how we're going to get through them all.
This-
What your Holocators can't beat a Seiko Beta.
That is my birthday watch.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, what's your birth year?
1966.
Are you really?
Easy paper round. Yeah. seriously.
1966? I would never have put you at that old.
Certainly am, mate.
Wow. Well, I'm not
Yeah.
going to call you a liar.
No, they're bloody watch.
That.
Seamaster 600.
And when did you purchase this?
Beginning of the year, I think about January, I bought it. Yeah.
And where would you find such a watch? Is that something you had to search
Well,
long hard for?
would you believe it? I looked on eBay for 1966 watches because I wanted a birthday watch, and it was a place in Southampton called Wake. I think Russell's mentioned them as well.
Right.
They've changed. They used to be called Gunga Din watches, but then they changed the name.
Yeah.
And they're in Southampton. And they direct you to the website where you can buy it cheaper than eBay because obviously the eBay fees. So I dealt with them, and really nice, and the guy sent me pictures and everything. About 750 quid it cost me.
Pete the Greek says, nice to see somebody wear their watches like they should be worn. Absolutely right.
Yeah,
Love that.
I agree.
So you paid £750 for this.
Yeah.
And I would assume no box and papers, just...
no box of paper. It'd been serviced, and I've got all the stuff in service. I've got all the bits back. It'd been serviced and everything.
Fantastic. It's in fabulous condition.
It's pretty good condition,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Do you not wear that one a lot?
No, we're kind of we're going out in places. I don't.
Yeah.
I certainly don't wear it.
That's fantastic. It's actually something I've considered, John, is my birthday watch. It's a little bit younger than you, though.
Not by much, though, is it?
1970.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean, yeah, right? 1970. 26th of July, 1970. What are you saying? I look much older? John!
Sorry.
John!
I've been truthful.
It's official. He's never coming back.
Right.
Tickers is a gentleman says, show snuff. Yeah, no,
Right.
it is, absolutely.
This is my Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, look.
Seamaster 300, 2003. So...
Now, this is a fabulous watch. So this is the Pierce Brosnan James Bond.
Yeah, the first one that was automatic. He had a quartz one in GoldenEye, and then Die Another Day, he went to an automatic one, and that's the automatic one. So that's 2003.
Mad watch collector. He's done you there, Gav. Rolling Mania. Gav's older than AC3. Wow. Ian Nixon. Yes, Gav is slightly older than me. Yes, I'm 52. Yes, I've got it. I'm 52. That's actually beautiful.
Yeah.
So I was. It's funny because I was in the back room of one of my chats, and Swiss, you know, the guy who's seen Swiss.
No,
it's John and Swiss. A guy called Swiss. He's from Switzerland.
I'll take it from you.
Yeah, he's from Switzerland. And I was saying I wanted one of the watches, and he happens to he looked on Chrono 24, I think it was, and he found that watch. And what was important, he's got a bracelet with it, but actually the bracelet is too big for me now. My wrists have shrunk, and the bracelet had been serviced because it had all the collets and all the pins had been serviced, and the whole watch had been serviced. And it was a place called Worthington's, which is in Wimslow in Cheshire.
Yeah.
Which is probably not far from where I used to live.
Yeah.
So I contacted them and I did a deal.
How much did you pay for said watch?
I think it was 3,200. I think I paid for it.
With that strap, or is that your own strap?
That's a strap I just bought. I know it came with the proper bracelet with it, which had been serviced as well.
Oh, wow.
And box and papers with that? Do you
Yes,
get,
box and papers.
Because with the Amigas, the boxes are usually sensational, aren't they? And especially with the James Bond, it must have had something.
It wasn't really a fancy. No,
Was
because
it not?
it's not a James Bond watch per se with the 007 written on the dial. It's just why I know it has. So it did have box, standard red box.
I thought Pierce Brosnan was a great Bond, by the way.
Yeah, I thought he was as well. Yes.
Yeah. Who was your Bond?
Oh, the one I really like is Daniel Craig's best, 100%.
Really?
Absolutely, because I was into Bourne, because Bond at the time was a bit fluffy, and Bourne was kicking ass out of everything, and then suddenly...
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne, wasn't it? He was and then suddenly you get Casino Royale, the first thing, when he's kicking shit out of that bloke at the beginning, and you think, wow, this is like how James Bond should be.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
For me, I think it would still be Roger Moore, only because I grew up in the 70s and 80s and Roger Moore was there.
Well, I grew up with all that, but still he's not the best Bond. He wasn't how Ian Fleming wrote it. He wrote to be a hard-nosed 007 killer, not...
Yeah.
him.
Interesting. Are you, no, it's good. Kaylie, are you a Bond fan? Do you like that stuff? He's got something in your teeth, Ollie?
No.
No. Are you a Bond fan? Do you like James Bond? Is that something you go and watch at the cinema?
No, I've only really watched Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Oh, that's a good film.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm more of a Harry Potter gal.
You're more of a Harry Potter girl. Have you been to Harry Potter World?
No.
Would you like to go?
Oh, it's cool. Yeah, but it's...
It's what?
I want you to take all my siblings, even though they hate Harry Potter because I wasn't going on my own. But it's like extortionate.
What do you mean? It's a ticket. It's an experience. It's part of what life's all about. Right, we'll make that happen. Kaylie, Yeah. No, we're not collecting super
Let's
chats.
calm down.
Kaylie, I will get you a ticket
It's
for
all
Harry
right,
Potter
Gav.
World, okay? How many siblings you got?
There's 5 of us.
5, okay. Excellent. I can get like a job lot, a family lot. Josh Benson says, Jason Bourne wore a tag, just saying.
Yeah, he
know?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not one his leg had. It was a tag watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Just yeah.
Mad Watch Collector says he'll come to Harry Potter World. Right, Russell, you're in. That's another ticket. Don't mind if Russell joins your family, do you? Russell, you bring your 2 kids as well? Because I'll definitely go for that as well. Kaylie is a muggle. There we go. What's up next?
Okay, we
That's a
have.
bit of an insult.
We have now. I said I've seen to
A non-magic person, a muggle.
Yeah, I don't want to be a muggle.
Oh, you want to be a Harry Potter person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Christopher Ward. Now I do seem to like a lot. I like Christopher Ward. I've had Mike France, the MD, on for a chat.
Right.
And I've been invited to Brands Hatch this coming Sunday to be a guest
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's nice.
because they're supporting that they support a race team. So I've been invited as a guest on
They
Sunday.
support a race team.
Yeah,
I thought it was only people like Richard Mill that do that.
I don't know. So I'm going there Sunday. So that should be good.
Where's that?
Okay.
Brands Hatch? It's about 10 miles from here.
Brands Hatch. Very, very nice.
So that is. I wanted to scratch the itch for a decent bronze watch.
Yes.
So I thought go with that. And it's really, really nice.
It is nice, and actually, I can see sort of the aging of the bronze.
Patina,
don't you?
yeah,
The
it's patina ready.
yeah.
That's right. It is doing. I got that on. I think it cost me about 750 quid on eBay.
Not a brand I'm really familiar with, if I'm going to be very, very honest.
Pretty good. It's got a Salita movement in, so it's a Swiss Salita SW200-1 Salita movement.
Greggy Boy says, worst thing CW ever did was put that horrid logo on the left.
Right. Okay. So because that's a second-hand watch, they've got Christopher Ward written on the dial, as you can see.
Yeah.
All their watches now don't have Christopher Ward on the dial; they just have their logo.
Which is CW?
No, it's like what's below the 12 o'clock.
That little
Yeah, it's like that.
plus and 4 dots.
It's something like that. It's got a logo. Yeah, they've changed
Yeah.
it very, very recently.
Mark F says Alex Fotty really rates CW. Oh, Whole Milk says worst thing Christopher Ward ever did was sponsor Everton.
I think they do sponsor Everton. What I know, I don't do football, so I've
No,
no idea.
it's those car people. Kazoo, they sponsor Everton at the moment.
No, I think they do. I think they sponsor. They were talking. Mike France was talking about it.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think they do. Definitely do.
Reverse. That's a reversed Swiss flag.
Oh.
There we go.
James is like, yeah.
James obviously. James says obviously
Yeah,
from the studio.
obviously.
Yeah. The Swiss flag and English flags together. Never knew that. Like the Tissot logo. That's very nice. If I was going for a bronze watch, I'd probably go for the black grey bronze. For
Okay,
me.
yeah.
Bit more striking, I think. Right, what's up next?
What's up next? This is a CWC SBS.
Right, I'm going to put that up, okay? The CWC SBS. And I've got a little thing to show you, actually, because I was driving along just... Where is it? Where's it gone? I was driving along 100 yards from here, and I'd never... CWC, I know are a watch brand. I've never seen this. It's a roadside hoarding 100 yards from the studio here. Do you know where that is, James? That's by the petrol station. There's a massive CWC hoarding.
Oh, wow.
And I'm thinking, why have they got a hoarding on the A41 near here?
Right.
That's
So
interesting.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it?
This,
But anyway, let's have a look.
This model, it's quartz, but it is the official, at the moment, issue to the Special Boat Service of the Royal Navy. That's what they are issued with, one of those.
The Special Boat Service.
Which is the water version of the SAS, basically.
Right, okay, so this is for our elite
Yeah.
water fighting forces.
Yeah, that is what they.
This is what they get.
That is what they're issued with. It's black PVD, so it's pretty.
Right.
It's pretty kind of tough. It's quartz, and that's what they issue. I think that cost me 700 quid brand new.
Yeah.
Obviously, they get them on a good
Casual
deal.
Watch Reviews, $5 super chat. Christopher Ward, best value Swiss watch in the 1,000 to 3,000 range.
Yeah.
You've got a really wide variety of watches here, John.
Yeah, I have.
Really have.
Yeah.
So the CWC, how much was that one?
So this was 700 quid.
£700.
Yeah, they probably put their mark on because they're selling it to you as being the SBS watch.
Yeah.
But it is when you do I know people who know people, and they do actually wear them. It's not hype just to sell the watch. They are issued to the SBS, absolutely.
Yeah, amazing. I love that that your watches, have a story. What's up next, John?
Okay, so this is a Hamilton. So this is a 1975.
You notice that John is bringing out not one watch we ever would have seen at BQ Watches in the vaults. I think that's great. I love that.
So that was issued to the Royal Navy in 1975, hand wind only.
This is gorgeous.
So it's Hamilton, it's hand wind only, issued in 1975.
That, John, is a bit of me, as Paul Thorpe would say. That's really, really smart. The hands are stunning as well. How much was this one, John?
I think I got that for about 350 quid.
Okay. Nicholas says, I've got the Hamilton Ventura.
Now, Hamilton sell a reproduction on their site at the moment for about 800 quid.
Right.
And I thought to myself the other day, why buy that when you can buy the proper thing for like half the money?
Tesco's home delivery, £1.79. Ask John where he wants his shopping leaving. Where do you want your shopping leaving, lad?
In the porch.
In the porch. That'll do quite nicely. Tickers loves his watches, and we love Tickers. Top man, says Christian OP39. What else we got? Have you got a couple more? Or we sort of getting to the bottom of the barrel.
That's my last one.
That's your last one?
That's my last one. Now, this is an interesting one.
Oh, this is your last one?
Yeah, this is my last one. That is a Ben Ross disposable.
Looks like a watch from here.
So it's a plastic watch.
Okay.
Issued to the US Army in Vietnam War, so about 1975 again. And it's literally, when they stop working, you throw them away. It should no right to still be working now, and it is. Is it still? It's
still ticking.
Yeah, it's still ticking.
Now.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's hand wide only. You can service them now because you can take the crystal out. It's plastic crystal. You can take the crystal out and service them if you need to. I don't know if it's ever been serviced. There again, it cost me about 300 quid on eBay, but you cannot get them. They're very hard to get hold of in that condition.
Yeah. And you paid what for this?
I paid about 300 quid for it, I think.
Okay.
And the strap is original as well. It looks like the strap's original. Yeah. So that's pretty good.
That's pretty special, isn't it?
Sometimes they put them on on standard NATO, but looking at that strap.
So this has potentially been in the Vietnam War.
Yes. Yeah, he's got all these military watches have got stories to tell. The issued one. I've got other issued watches at home as well. I just love them. The story, the stories they could tell.
Fantastic. That is fantastic. Now, someone's just popped up with a question. Well, actually, it's more of a statement. Where is Spencer? I've even forgotten who Spencer who, Kaylie? Spencer, who's Spencer, Kaylie?
I don't know.
I noticed you had him on last week as a guest appearance.
It was actually a fly-in visit.
But he's off again, isn't he? He's actually at a wedding this week.
He's not away. Well, he's away, but he has got, he's at some weddings.
He's got two weddings back-to-back abroad this week. In Spain, he was in Italy this weekend.
Yeah.
And now he's on his way to the south of France. £1.79 super chat from Red Shovel. What do you want to put in my ear, Tickers?
What does he want in his ear?
What would you like?
In your ear, Red?
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing stuff. Right, so that I can let you put a brew on, why don't we take a look quickly at this week's unboxing? Hello everybody, hope you are doing well. Now Kaylie, I've been into the big safe box this morning, and I have picked out a Rolex.
Yeah.
Something for you to see, because I've just come back from my holidays, I've been abroad, and I was staggered by the amount of these I saw around the swimming pool. So when I go on holiday now, obviously I'm alerted to what watches that people got on, and most people, they have something pretty quiet. Yeah. But if I tell you, Kaylie, look at this.
That?
I saw in 8 days around my swimming pool about 20 of these.
That's crazy.
Absolutely mad.
The exact same?
I am saying exactly the same model. Tell me what this is, Kaylie.
This is a 116515 LN.
So it's a Rolex Cosmograph Daytona.
Yeah. Rose gold
on the oyster flex with the what dial?
Sundust dial.
With the Sundust dial. And I was alerted because I kept looking at people thinking, are they just passing it around? This is an absolutely stunning.
With the black subdials as well, I just think it's, do you know what I mean? I think it all goes together.
Absolutely. Now I've got the reverse of this, haven't I?
Yeah.
I've got the black face with the
black Sundust
subdials.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which is why it drew my eye to see so many people around a swimming pool. And let me tell you, it was a city hotel. It wasn't like it was like something amazing, but so many people had an everose Daytona on.
That's really interesting to hear, actually.
It's a very, very summary watch. Do you want to take it apart and all the rest of it? A popular setup, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, I think Daytonas and Oyster Flexes are very popular.
I'm going to have a little look, see how that looks. Well, I know, I kind of right way around is always going to help. I know how this is going to look, obviously, because on very nice occasions I do actually wear a long cap, and it's absolutely. What I love about this watch, and I'm, a pound Daytona doesn't do it for me in steel, but I love the everose gold. I love the weight of this watch and how it feels on the oyster. It never feels hot.
No. It doesn't feel too much too heavy, does it?
No,
I think with
doesn't.
the oyster flex, I feel like it just makes it that little bit lighter as well.
What I would say is it does draw attention. You do notice when people have a rose gold
watch on.
The one thing I would say, Kaylie, funnily enough, is I wish I was a little bit better at spotting watches that potentially aren't real. Yeah. And I'll tell you why. Because it just seemed to me, surely not all of these people around one swimming pool across 8 days could possibly all be wearing,
the same
rose gold Daytonas. And there were I mean, I saw Pateks. I saw a couple of aquanauts around the pool.
I love, it's my favourite, the first thing I notice on people now is the watches that they wear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is crazy.
If one day you won the lottery, is this the sort of watch you buy?
Do you know what? I really like that. I think I prefer the rose gold one.
Yeah.
On the oyster flex, and oyster flex is my favourite one. If I'm honest, obviously apart from the green, yellow, gold one, but that one I just love on an oyster flex. I feel like it goes with everything. Like you said, it's not too heavy.
Oh, by the way, they went in the pool with it on.
They did that.
So it's not like they were. I mean, I was thinking about taking off my swatch at the time to go in the pool. They were, full. Fair play, full rose gold and oyster flex. They're in the pool, having a lovely time with all their kids. Yeah,
clothes, people.
Absolutely, beautiful.
But I love that, And obviously, this is in stock now, guys, and this is brand new 22.
This is a 2022 model. And the cost of this?
43,500. Books and papers.
Fabulous, amazing.
You know where to go.
Absolutely. What is the best way? I know on Instagram people do ask you a lot of questions about. Do you have this? Do you have that? The best way to see.
Yeah, it's to go on our website because all of our stock's on there. And if there isn't something on there that you might like, you just call us. I'll see if we can source for you. We always try our best to try and get our customers whatever they want if we personally don't have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which isn't often, not in that,
Yeah, it's like a sourcing service.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So the website address is bqwatches.com. And if you can't find the watch you're looking for, then drop a DM into the comments or to Kaylie.
Or email me or anything,
Email me, call me, DM me.
Yeah.
All those things.
All of them.
Can they catch you on TikTok?
They can.
Or you can catch Kaylie on TikTok. So until next time, guys, there we go. Everose, Daytona, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. So yeah, it was a bit of an adventure around the pool. I'll come to that in just a second, but just first of all to cover Mr. GMT. He gave a $5 super chat. TNT, our main man, stay sexy.
Aww.
Thank you.
You are
Mr.
a bit of a legend, aren't you?
For you?
And then we had one in from Time and Tested for $1.99. John, well done tonight, my friend. Total legend.
Thanks, Ryan. Cheers, my man.
You have an absolute cult following, don't you?
It appears so.
It does, doesn't it? Amazing, amazing, amazing. So just getting back to that absolutely stunning watch, Kaylie, I nearly fell off my sunbed about 15 times. And I'm not good enough because I couldn't get up close to people to think, is everybody wearing looky men watches? To be fair, it was a quite smart, it was a city hotel. It was a smart hotel. There was a lot of French around my hotel. Not that we were in France, but there was a lot of French people. But when I tell you, I've had a few holidays, really short breaks this summer, and most people, you might see the odd Rolex. There was a bundle of those around the pool, and then we had my next watch because I've picked out five watches
that you saw
that I saw every single day by the pool.
Okay.
And by the way, these people sort of didn't put them in their bags when they went swimming. Hey, we're all in. We have obviously a Batman.
Classic.
Every day around the pool there was people wearing Batman of all ages, young down from mid-20s all the way through to grown-ups. Pepsi.
Classic again.
Saw lots of those. Here's one. I must have seen, over the 8 days I was away, 4 or 5 gentlemen wearing this.
Oh, your classic.
The 5165A. Yeah. And you notice that. Like, all of a sudden, I've noticed people wearing watches around a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Like, I would have it hidden. I was there with my moon swatch, and I was worried about putting that in the water, John. And your standard, you're just your standard still Daytona.
Yeah, like your everyday ones that people...
Yeah,
Wow.
that
I was
people-
staggered
Yeah.
by the amount of watches. Brian McCarthy fake watch convention at the hotel. I have to say they were affluent people, so there was no question that these watches were more than likely real, not fake. And there were too many of them.
For them all, yeah.
And as I said, there was a lot of French people around my swimming pool. Kaylie, what's going on in the celebrity watch this week?
Celebrity watch.
You picked out a few?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Right, Kaylie, over to you.
First up,
Yep.
Jack Grealish.
We love a bit of Jack Grealish,
Love
don't
a bit
we?
of Jack. Obviously wearing a Patek 5168G. So list price on this is 38,430.
Tickers, do you want to have a little guess at this? This is our little game. I know you play little games on your show. We've got a little
Yes.
game with Kaylie. What's he got to do?
So you've got to guess what the price is now, like in the second-hand market.
In the grey market.
Grey market for that. I'm going to say, I've absolutely no idea. 64,800.
James?
64,800.
Yeah.
105,000. I think James is saying the mic when you're facing Kaylie is, if you just pop the mic a bit nearer. A little bit closer.
That better.
Only because you were talking to Kaylie.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one,
Next up we have
Harry Kane.
the legend, the man.
legend.
He scored another goal this weekend. So it's a Patek 5270p. What's he got on his face, by the way?
He must be doing, what are they called? A pinata.
Oh, okay. It's probably how he searches. That's why he's so good, and he's got an eye for goal. He knows where the goal is when he's blindfolded.
So obviously
Wowza.
list on this is 163,000,
One of my favourite Pateks.
which, I mean, the green is...
It's absolutely stunning.
Wow.
I did not realise it was so expensive, by the way, at list. That's £163,000 list.
That is...
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is mental.
John, do you
I'm
wanna-
going to say 325,000.
Okay, so just over double list.
No.
200. I'm going to say it feels like value.
Wow.
Only 260 grand. That's a house where you come from, isn't it, John? Or a street?
It's probably a street in Manchester, yeah.
It's a street in Manchester,
Yeah,
isn't
not
it?
in Kent, but in
Yeah.
street, yes. It's
Yeah.
a whole street in Manchester, absolutely.
Night Wrist Watchman, Harry Kane, he's one of our own. We sat singing Night Wrist Watchman and myself a couple of weeks ago at Spurs.
That's so
He's one
funny.
of our own.
And then my final one is, I'll just say Pep. Is his name right?
Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, say Pep.
He's wearing
It's
a
easier.
Richard Mille RM10.
Yep, list is 75,000.
List is 75. What do you know about Richard Milles? Do you aspire for one of those?
They're kind of okay. I don't know. I don't think I'd have one though. No.
No, I won't
Bit
be having
too
one. I
flashy.
could never afford one.
I'm going to say 185, but I'm probably way out. 185.
150. That's not too bad. You're a little bit over. 4 CDs went 350. Rolling Man 500 grand. They've all come back. All the prices have come back. Even the Richard Milles have started to tickle back a
Yeah,
little bit. I know
just slightly, but
you definitely
they are
don't
a
deal with so
different-
many in them. John, what do we have to do to entice people to become a guest host on this show? You've done it now. What would you say to your camera to invite the next person to guest host?
Right. Just come on. Seriously, you get looked after by these two. You get your tea bought, or so your dinner down here, and it's tea up north, but you get your dinner bought down here. Just get it right, okay? And they just look after you, and the guy running the studio looks after you as well. And then it's just good. It's an absolute no-brainer. Come on, as long as you've got a bit of YouTube experience.
Do you want to nominate someone?
Oh, you can't start doing that.
Why? Ian, who did he? He wanted Kelvin. Kelvin bottled it. In fact,
Right.
we've not even seen Kelvin in the chat anymore. He's done a proper runner. Who do you think's a good host that we should have perhaps come on one time?
I'm trying to think. 'cause
What about the 3 people you host with? What about one of them?
Well, one of them's in Spain, mate, so he's not going to just come over for this unless you're going to pay the airfare.
Yeah, you'll see Spencer out in Spain.
Unless you're going to pay the airfare. I mean, I don't know. He don't want to be a front man, though. He's like Palm. Palm would be ace for it, and people keep wanting to have Palm, but he doesn't want to be a front man. He's not a gobshite like me. He's finding somebody with that kind of gobby sort of like to be able to, you know what I mean?
I've never been called Gobby before. Kaylie, you've been called Gobby? You've probably been called Gobby.
Oh my God, Christ.
It takes a bit of just to sort of like face the camera and not show up.
Absolutely.
Palmy's too gentle and quiet to
he's an absolute gentleman, to be fair.
It's true, he's great.
Yeah.
But
everyone's saying Palm and Red Shovel.
Yeah, Palm and Red Shovel. Red Shovel should host. Get Palm on, Shovel. Before
I must admit, Shovel will be good.
Sabina from Luxury Bazaar. I love Sabina.
Have you got a 10-second delay on it if you get Shovel? Because it's a bit edgy, but you can get Shovel on it.
He's all right.
Get a 10-second delay for Shovel and a bleep machine, but Shovel's great. Shovel will be good for it.
Okay, Britt as well. She's up there. Kelvin needs to be the guest host, says Ian Nicholson. Ian, where is Kelvin? He's literally done a runner. I haven't seen him for ages in the chat.
Off YouTube
yeah, he's obviously bored. Kid Mambo, love the nails. Kaylie never disappoints. What colour you got today?
No, it's the same as last week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, once every couple of weeks. Free dinner, Tim Jacks. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. No expense spared, I tell you.
No expense spares at all. Yeah. I would host with Palm, says Red Shovel.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Palm and Shovel, if you are up for it, we've got some slots coming up. We've got a special guest next week. I'm going to keep it a surprise until we put out the Instagram this week of who it's going to be. We've got a special guest next week.
Are they a true superstar?
Well, we'll have to wait and find out. But next up, John, is going to be everybody's questions for you from Instagram.
No.
So every week we ask people to pop in questions from Instagram,
yes.
and I have to say, overwhelmingly, we've never had so few questions, and I don't even know why that is. But
really?
Here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Peter Smith, 1176, asks you best watch for under 300 quid.
Right. If you allowed second hand, then it's going to be Hamilton Khaki Field, because you can get them for about 270, 280 quid. I bought one a couple of weeks ago.
A Hamilton
Khaki Field watch. It's
right.
like it's a mechanical hand wind, like a reproduction of a late 60s, early 70s field watch.
Okay. There you go. That answers your question, Pete Smith.
Great watch. Absolutely
next question, Imaginarium. Love your channel. What is next? What is your next watch purchase, John?
Right. Well, I do want a No Time to Die. That's an £8,000. So that's I want one on a titanium bracelet.
Right.
But probably before then, I want a 2019 Hesalite Speedy in the box with the loop and the tool and the three straps, the bracelet and the two straps.
Yeah.
Really like them. It's got to be Hesalite because that's what was on the original Moonwatch.
Right, and how much is said watch?
They're about 4.5. You can see them.
You better get saving.
I know.
You better encourage your super chats. Maybe you could have an investment club with your supporters that they all chip in and you'll get to share it and wear it and pass it around. What about that for an idea?
What about that?
Yeah. Nicholas Sadler says, got a new H Khaki Field for £370.
Yeah, brand new 300, but second hand you can get them for just under that.
Right. Artisan Curation asks, one watch for life, Tickers.
It's probably to be honest, probably the Omega really, the 300, because I would say FXD, but you can't put it on a bracelet. You can't really wear it in a suit.
Yeah.
But the Omega, you can put a strap on it for summer, or you can put a bracelet on it and wear it under a suit and everything.
Yeah.
So it's probably the Seamaster 300.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah. Definitely.
Question number 4 for you. Oh, also from Artisan. How do you cope with your YouTube fame?
I don't consider myself as famous. I mean, I've seen a few people have spotted me on the street at watch events and that, which is kind of weird. People just spot me. But I don't think I'm that.
Do they scream out Tickers?
Yeah, the bloke when I went to the Swatch thing. It's all right, Tickers. How you doing? A few people have seen me at the Swatch shop. All right, you're Tickers, aren't you? In fact, one person actually thought I was Red Shovel.
Shut up.
Yeah.
He must be chuffed with that.
It was on the. It was on after the bloke had tried to nick the phone off.
Oh, yeah,
me
yeah, we heard that story, yeah.
And I was telling this story, and someone said, actually still on there to watch. He said, so are you Red Shovel? He goes, no, I'm Team Tickers. He actually thought I was Red Shovel.
Jonathan Adamson says, I've got an Omega Speedmaster moon swatch for sale. If interested, Team Tickers.
Wow.
I'll take it that's a no. Right.
Wow.
Next question is from Batch Guitar Watches. Can you tell us what to expect from your channel in the up-and-coming weeks and months?
Ooh, well, I said tomorrow we've got the military guy, which is coming up. I might as well tell everybody now. We're doing a pre-record very soon with Nico.
It's amazing.
Is that like a first? Are we getting a breaking news?
Well, I'm saying we're going to do a pre-record. I'm not saying when it is, but we're going to do a pre-record with Nico.
Fantastic.
We're making it a pre-record because...
You might have to edit some of the swearing.
Well, no, it stops all the haters going in the chat and sort of like calling him and asking him about the problems he's...
Yeah, the drums.
The drama. It stops. So we're not. He doesn't want to talk about the drama.
What drama?
We've had to assure.
We don't even talk about drama.
Yeah, so
What
we've
drama?
assured him
Yes.
that the chat is going to be about him, his watch journey, a bit of his collection, whatever.
Fantastic.
So that's going to take place at some
That's
point.
Wow.
And we're going to stick that out on the thing. He's happy to do that with the
Great guy.
caveats we put in place.
Yeah.
We've also got some high-end horology people, which I cannot mention.
Yeah.
Which we're talking with people now, and other people high up in the watch world as well. We're talking to them. We're looking at high-end guests, and we're looking at not just making another YouTube channel. We're
Fantastic.
Just,
I mean, why would you want to be just another YouTube channel like us? Yeah.
I mean, we spoke to a guy called Ronnie M. Ronnie Mahavadi. He's a billionaire. We spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, and he had an amazing collection of old Patek.
Fantastic.
And he was a great bloke. He was no airs and graces about him at all, even though he was at the end of and it's had some really good views. His collection was amazing.
Amazing. Rolly Mania, £1.79 super chat. Free pizza. Shovel's already booked his flight.
Of course, yeah, that should have done it for you. You should have been on the button straight away.
Pizzagate.
It's pizza.
And
it's
to be
not just a meal. Shovel, it's pizza.
Yeah, and there's a choice of pizzas around here. Actually,
Choice of pizza, yes.
There's about 4 or 5 different pizza shops.
Get on that plane,
ranging.
son. Get on that plane.
Yeah. Jay Gray Sweater says, tea is the future. Before we move on to anything else, I'm just going to go to my quick fire round because when we get a special guest on, like yourself, we do this one, okay?
Okay.
Tetleys or PG tips? Clearly, I didn't know about Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, none of them's Yorkshire tea. There's not going to be the other two wouldn't get a look in.
Is that a bit like Prosecco? Tetley's a PG. Is it just like...
I don't know.
You never had it? Oh, it's not the same sport. Okay.
Yeah.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Favourite singer or song?
Favourite singer? Crikey. Well, actually, I like us. The guitarist is different. So singer, there's a guy called Jason Isbell. Do you know him? He's an American.
Never heard
of him.
No. Go on, you can go guitarist. That's fine. Artist. Favourite artist?
Favourite artist? Stevie Ray Vaughan, the guitarist who died in 1990 in a helicopter crash.
Right.
He was brilliant. Best guitarist in the world ever.
Well, who did he play with?
He played on his own. He was a blues guitarist.
Oh, a blues guitarist. Okay.
Texas blues guitarist.
Fantastic.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. He played on David Bowie's Let's Dance album.
Okay.
Which is one of the biggest selling albums
Absolutely.
ever of David Bowie's. And he played guitar on it.
Yeah. Beer or tea?
Probably tea, because I drink whiskey more than beer, actually.
Do you?
So, yeah.
You're a whiskey man.
Yeah.
Oh, you should. Shame Spencer's not here. Marvel or DC?
Oh, God. Spider-Man, so that's Marvel, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Marvel, yeah. Night in, night out?
My age now, probably night in.
Aye, all
To be
right.
honest.
Audemars or Patek?
Probably Patek.
Okay. Casio or Seiko?
Seiko.
Okay. Fish and chips or curry?
Oh, fish and chips.
Oh, they're long. Paul Thorpe or Spencer Dryer?
Oh, come on. It's...
What? What? Paul Thorpe or Spencer Dryer?
I'm going to say Spencer, but we need to do a deal and get some watches back on the go. Cheers, Spencer.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Fantastic. Favourite film of all time?
Oh, God. Film you've probably never heard of. It's called Crossroads. It's about a blues guitarist.
I have heard of it. Yeah, yeah.
The old one. The old one with Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
Crossroads, yeah.
Ralph
Macchio.
Yeah.
The
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you've heard of it?
Yeah.
My God,
Yeah.
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 It was a B movie in everybody's side. That's what got me to the blues, yeah.
I'm all over that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, great film.
Tickers, you have been a fantastic guest to have on.
Thank you. It's been
Kaylie
lovely.
and I
Thank
have,
you so
haven't we,
much.
Kaylie?
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's all right. Thank you. It's been great.
Thoroughly
Great being here.
enjoyed having you on. And now, of course, you get that fantastic honour of telling everybody to like, subscribe, and do the outro. Do you need me to remind you of the outro, or do you remember Spencer's world-famous outro lines?
If you haven't dealt with us yet,
You might want to do the like, subscribe first.
okay, please like, subscribe to That Watch Guy London, and also please to Tea and Tickers, which is my own show. Please watch us. It's a great show. No drama.
No drama.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
No drama.
Now you can outro.
Okay, BQ Watches, if you haven't dealt with us yet, it's only a matter of time.
See you next week, everyone.
Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
guys.
Cheers.